Hi everyone, it's Kim. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do our final black bean themed recipe. So again, if you are just watching my channel for the first time, we have been following a ingredient theme in my class at WeightWatchers, and I've been coming up with black bean themed recipes. So this week is our last black bean recipe, and we are going to be making black bean hummus. So I thought I would talk a little bit about the ingredients as I threw the things together, and it's going to be a very quick recipe today. But again, if you're looking for a different variation on a dip, this one is for you. It's pretty good. I've made this one before, not this variation, but I made it before and it's really good. So let's just go ahead and jump in and get started. So I have my small KitchenAid food processor. I bought this one specifically for my hummus. I have a larger one, but it was just way too big for the small batches that I was making. So I went ahead and invested in the small one, and I think I just picked that up on Amazon. And I totally love the paint color, don't you? So I've rinsed and drained 1 can of black beans. We're just gonna go ahead and toss that in here and see if I can drop some on my counter, because that's always fun to do. We only lost 3, not too bad. Toss those right in the sink. And I need to grab a spatula, I think. Let me grab a spatula. I mean, because you all know that if I'm cooking, I always forget at least one thing. So I've got my spatula here. And again, I'm making this for me, so it doesn't really matter that I'm touching it, because it's just, again, for me. So the next thing, maybe I should go through the ingredients. I told you I was just gonna jump right in. So the recipe that I'm following today is a Rachel Ray recipe, and I will include the link to the recipe below. It calls for 1 15-ounce can of black beans drained and rinsed, 3 tablespoons of tahini. Now I'm going to back this recipe down to 2 tablespoons of tahini. I almost wanted to go 1, but I think I'm gonna just go ahead and do 2 on this one, because I've done that before in some of my hummus recipes. So anyway, can of black beans, 2 tablespoons of tahini, 1 lime juiced. I'm going to say that that's approximately 1 tablespoon of lime juice, and 1 garlic clove, and I'm gonna use just shy of a tablespoon for that. And then chili powder. It doesn't call for a measurement of chili powder, that's just gonna go on top. So let's go ahead again and just get started. So I have my black beans in here. I'm gonna go ahead next up, and I have some minced garlic. Gonna go ahead and, again, measure out approximately, it's a little shy of a tablespoon. I'm just gonna toss that right in. The next thing we're gonna do is do a tablespoon of the lime juice, and I'm gonna give that a shake. I don't know if I need to, but I'm gonna give it a shake just in case. I'm gonna go ahead and open that. I'm gonna pour in 1 tablespoon of the lime juice. All right, I've got that in there. The next thing it's going to call for is tahini. So if you've never got tahini before, this is what it looks like. It's found in like the, I don't know, what is that called now? Like the international foods aisle. I found it at Walmart. I found it at Kroger. I had a friend pick this one up for me because I was running out and she was at the store. So thank you, Lisa, for grabbing the tahini for me. So the first thing you want to do is you want to shake this and try to get some of that incorporated, because tahini is actually a sesame paste. So it is going to settle in the jars. So I'm going to go ahead and give that a quick shake, and when I open that, I'm still going to have to stir it. So I'm going to open that up, and you can see. Now if I hadn't shaken that, you would see like an oily substance at the top. So let me see if I can get this in the camera. All I have is just a butter knife, and I'm just giving that a stir. It's really thick at the bottom, And when I first made hummus the first time, I didn't know about this, so I had no idea. So I thought that it would be better to show this on camera because you can see, look, it's kind of like peanut butter in there. So I always like to give that some type of a stir. Once you get into the jar, and then you make a mess. Do you see it running down the side? Once you use it a couple of times, it's easier to stir, but since this is a brand new jar, I've got to get all the way down to the bottom. All right, I think that's good. I'll stir it up better next time, but at least that gives us a start. I'm gonna grab a paper towel here real quick and get that off the side, just to not make a huge mess. So again, we're going to use 2 tablespoons of the tahini paste. I'm gonna bring this back over. I have another measuring spoon here. So I'm just gonna grab the first tablespoon and pour that in. I'm gonna grab 1 more tablespoon and pour that in. All right, so if you've never made hummus before, making hummus is super easy. Once you make it yourself, you will never go back store-bought because it's delicious. The flavors are fresher, and again, super easy. So I'm going to see if I can bring you in here and show you what that looks like. Okay, I got my angle back. So the next thing that we have to do here is we're gonna go ahead and throw the top on, and then we're going to start to pulse this. So I have a chop button on this side and a pulse button on this side, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start to pulse that. And once that gets incorporated, then I just go ahead and chop away and twin it to the other one. Now that that looks a little more incorporated, I'm just gonna let it go. Want to see what it looks like so far? Can you see? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and... All right, that looks good. It looks like a good consistency to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and see how that looks. Yeah, it's nice and thick. Now, if you want to thin this down, you can feel free to add a little water, or you can add in some more lime juice. I'm just going to go ahead and give this a quick little taste. I think I'm going to add a little more lime juice to this one. And I think I'm going to put some salt and pepper in here. So I'm just going to go ahead and flavor this one up a little bit. Sometimes I forget to taste it, and then I get done and I'm like, oh, I should have added that. And then I have to put notes on my recipe to make sure you add that. So let me grab some salt and pepper. Just for a little extra added flavor. And I'm just using my salt and pepper grinders that you always see me use on my videos. Got that in there. And again, if you're watching your salt or you're trying to make this more heart healthy, just go ahead and leave that out. But again, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw a little extra in there. And there we have it. Black bean hummus. So what you can do with this is you can serve this with carrots, you can serve it with some baked tortilla chips. You can make your own tortilla chips. I sometimes will make mine in my air fryer, and I just use that by either using the extra thin corn tortillas, like I think Mission is the brand that carries those, or you can use the Joseph's pitas and make yourself some pita chips. Now those are delicious. So again, quick, easy recipe. I mean, I think this came together really quick. And again, this is gonna wrap up our black bean theme. And stay tuned because we're going to be theming our recipes next month as well. And I'm going to let my class decide on what we're going to choose. So I hope you enjoyed today's recipe and stay tuned for the next one. Have a great day. And remember, if you're not subscribed to my channel, click that subscribe button below. And if you want to be notified when I put a new video up on my channel, hit the little bell next to it after you subscribe, and that will send you a notification when I upload my next video. So have a great day. I'm going to wrap this up, and we'll see you next time. Bye.